Morning.
Morning. I must have missed it.
Miss what?
The earthquake. Where is everybody?
Oh, come on, Bosh, you've still got me. Now, did you have a good weekend?
No. Not a single bite. Where's Wayne?
On the road.
Nick and PJ?
Travelling.
Cooper?
Oh, he just rang in. Car problems.
Well, can't he walk?
Not from Melbourne, boss. He's been visiting his parents.
It's no excuse.
Shop! You all on your own?
What can I do for you, Jason?
That's what I can do for you, Darl. I've got some important info. Maybe I better talk to one of the guys.
Oh, come on, I'm one of the guys. You can talk to me.
The real guys. This is hot stuff. Is the man in?
He's busy.
And I'll wait and enjoy the view.
Boss?
Kevin Oakley.
Dead set. Check out his backyard. Especially that old dunny down by the back fence.
Jason, how do you know all of this?
I got connections.
Who?
Sorry, can't reveal my sources.
Oh, Jason, we're not talking state secrets here. We're talking about a petty crim who may or may not have knocked off some spare parts from a garage.
Look, I just hear things, all right? You're doing the security game. I thought I was doing you guys a favour. We're all basically in the same business, aren't we?
There are a few differences. Does your dad know about this?
No, I handle all the street work. He stays home and looks after the books. Bit like you.
Something amusing you, Constable?
No, boss, no.
All right, Jason, leave it with us. We'll check it out.
Good. Oh, Mr. Croydon. If you could just, keep my name under wraps. I don't want to blow my cover.
We'll see what we can do.
Good. Well, love you leavey then, baby. Tell I'll see him tonight at the pub.
Jason?
Yeah?
This isn't Dodge City, not yet anyway. Secure that revolver, will you?
Yeah. Sure thing, Mr. Croydon.
It's not the most secure in the world, is it?
Yeah, it must have worked itself loose. Yeah, look, I've got to be in Melbourne by 10 o'clock.
You'd be lucky to get 5K with that lot. You know, we're all responsible for road safety, don't you?
What's that you were saying, Chief?
Ah, PJ!
Yep.
Just the man. Got a little heart starter for you.
Oh, yeah?
Kevin Oakley. Just had a tip-off. Possession of stolen property.
So what's new? When isn't he?
Just do me a favour and check it out, will you?
Boss, where did this info come from?
Jason Campbell.
You're kidding me. Wyatt Earp.
I think it's worth looking into.
Righto. Come on, Maggie.
You've got no right. That's private. How did they get there?
Thanks, man. G'day, Kev. How's it going?
G'day, Mr. Hesham. How are you? Can I buy you one?
Nah, it's a bit early in the day for me, Kev. Kev, we need to have a chat.
Well, it's about the rego on the Falcon. I promise you.
No, it's what I found in your backyard. An old dunny down by the back fence.
Have you been poking around on my property, Mr. Hesham? That's trespassing, you know. I
Come
hope you
on,
had a
Kev.
warrant.
We know each other better than that. Drink up. I got real work to do.
Did the wife let you in? Oh, she should have asked for a warrant, stupid cow.
Charmin. Come on, let's go.
All right, all right. You shouldn't rush a man over his brekkie. It's bad for me also.
Did you tell the boss?
Uh-huh. And there's a message from your mate.
Mate?
Jason. He said he'd met you at the pub tonight.
Oh, cool, right, thanks.
What time do you call this, Cooper?
Sorry, boss. Didn't you get my message? My car broke down.
I'm not interested in your car. I'm not interested in flat tyres or flat excuses.
It's not an excuse.
All I'm interested in is you being here when you're supposed to be. Understood?
Yes, boss.
Right. How's that list of stolen goods coming along?
Yeah, it's getting there.
Well, courtesy of PJ, you can add that to it.
Right, thanks.
Hey, you get your car fixed then.
Yeah, battery, I think, or fuel pump. Nothing serious, though.
That heap of junk is an environmental disaster.
Yeah, I think I need a new muffler.
You got 24 hours to fix it or you're off the road.
Yeah, right.
Help me! Please, I've been robbed. This is awful, I can't believe it.
All right, take your time.
I was just on my way to the bank. I work at Happy Jack's car out on the avenue.
That's where I got my car.
You right?
Yep.
All right, you just take your time and you tell me exactly what happened.
I just put it down for a second.
This is the briefcase, is it?
Yes.
Containing $13,000, is that right?
I felt a bit faint, you see, and when I went to pick it up, it had gone. Someone must have taken it.
Is this your usual routine? Do you always do Happy Jack's banking for him?
But every week we change the time. I mean, even the route, just like you're supposed to. Jack... Mr. Hargraves is so particular. He says you can't be too careful.
So let me get this straight. You were walking through the park. You started to feel faint, so you sat down on a park bench.
Yes, but it was only for a moment.
And this faintness, has it happened before?
No, never. I can't understand it.
And you're not on any special medication, cough medicine?
I've just had a flu injection, but that wouldn't do it, would it?
I don't know. You want to tell me about the people in the park? Was there anyone following you, anyone nearby?
No.
Yeah, but there were people in the park, weren't there? Weren't there?
Yeah.
Do you remember anyone?
No, not really. They were just people. What's Jack going to say? He's going to be furious.
What's wrong? It's Debbie, isn't it? The bank phoned. They were worried.
No, she's all right, Jack. We took her home.
Chat inside, please, Jack.
The wife's on her way. She's just round the corner. Bit upset about the whole thing. You see, my insurance company won't insure cash. Well, they will, but it costs a fortune. That's why I'm so careful. Take every possible precaution.
But you don't carry the cash yourself.
Busy man, I prefer to keep it low-key. Debbie and I came up with this system and it's worked well. Well, until this.
How well do you know Debbie, Jack?
I can tell you this, there's no way she's involved in a robbery.
Does she have a boyfriend?
Not that I know of, but, you know, she's a bit of a looker. She probably does.
So, Happy, you don't seem to know too much about this employee, but you'll entrust her with large sums of money each week. Has she been here long?
6 months. And I consider myself an excellent judge of character. And cars, of course. Debbie's a lovely kid, like a daughter to us. Well, my love.
This is Hargraves. I'm Senior Constable Schultz, and this is Constable Patterson.
I was just saying what a great girl Debbie is. Like a daughter to us.
Yeah, she's wonderful. Of course, Jack sees more of her than I do.
How's that, Mrs. Hargraves?
Well, since Debbie's been here, I only come in 3 mornings a week.
No more than you deserve, love. All those years getting the business set up, you've earned a rest and some time with the kids.
Yeah. And having a pretty young girl around the place doesn't hurt customer relations.
Come on, love. Nobody could take your place.
Of course they could.
Yeah, Perkins, Deborah. Nothing, eh? All right, thanks, mate. See ya. Clean? Yeah, she's clean. Everything she's told us is checked out. No previous form, but I tell you what, Dave. She's only been here 6 months, and already she's a trusted employee of Happy Jack at his car yard.
Trusted and attractive.
Well, what's attractive got to do with it?
Oh, God.
Does that make her some sort of Matahari?
Look, I know this will disappoint you, Doyle, but it's been my experience that attractive women, everything else being equal, generate far more crime than plain ones.
Boss, that is the most blatantly sexist comment I've heard in some time.
Yeah, I said you'd be disappointed.
So what's this I hear about you running in my breakfast tray?
Eh? What, Kevin? Where do you think he gets his beer money from?
I could pull you in as an accessory, Chrissy, living off immoral earnings.
You just watch it, PJ.
Anyway, it's not run in.
Not yet. He got bail.
Goes to trial next week.
Well, his wife can't be too happy.
She never is. Nah, used to by now.
Well, you wouldn't do too much smiling if you had Kevin for a husband.
That's for sure.
Legend.
See you, Jace.
Come on, Adam, it's your go.
What's the problem? Not Patterson bugging you?
Yeah, he's on my back about the Datsun. I've got to get a new muffler by tomorrow. I'm a bit short of cash.
Oh, no props. I can organise that for you.
How?
Connections in the trade.
Jace knows everybody.
Costs you next to nothing.
You sure?
Hey, what are mates for, mate? Right, now you need a double top and 4. You're going down.
No way.
He's just getting to know the locals.
He's not doing himself any favours hanging out with that cowboy.
Careful. That cowboy's our man and the boss go back. Mustn't speak ill of Campbell's security heir apparent.
He's got to hide behaving like one of us all the time, though, doesn't he?
That's his problem. He wants to be like us.
He's 2 short planks. Well, Maisley got the lead on Kevin, right?
Yeah, or anything else. Him and Cooper make a good pair, don't they?
Mount Thomas Police, Constable Doyle speaking. Yes, Sergeant. Dawson Electronics. OK, we'll get onto it straight away. Bye.
You're bright and early. I thought you'd send one of the troops.
Nothing but the best for you, mate. Actually, they caught me on the way in. So Dawson's Electronics, was it?
Yeah, I reckon it was between 2 and 3:30 this morning. Jason's got all the details. Jason, get in here, son. Coffee?
Yeah, thanks.
All the luxuries, eh? Not like the old days. Remember that Nick in South Melbourne? Couldn't get a cup of cold tea in a cracked mug. Wake up, Jason. No idea, have they?
Sorry, Mr. Croydon. I didn't get much sleep.
Think they can burn the candle at both ends. I've told him, your work nights, you don't spend half of it in the pub.
So, what time did you check on Dawson's, Jason?
Well, first time just before 2 and then again at 4.
Which is when you found out the back door had been forced.
Yeah, that's right. Sorry, the owners and the St David cop shop as per procedure. And they said with the premises secure, it could wait until you lot came on call.
Yes, they would. Well, do you know what was missing?
Sorted electrical goods, TV and videos. Usual. Told the owners to make a list for you.
Oh, good. I'll file it with the others. Been a bit of a mini crime wave lately.
Yes. Well, we do our best. But we can't be everywhere. Just me and him.
Well, I haven't gotten to the best bit yet.
And what might that be?
When I was passing the shopping centre earlier, I saw this bloke acting suspiciously.
Well, why the hell didn't you tell us this before?
I was saving the best till last.
God help us.
So who was it, Jason?
Kevin Oakley.
The Punishers, they're a really wicked grunge band. You'd love them.
No, it doesn't really sound like my kind of thing, Adam.
Oh, you've got to hear them. I can borrow the tapes off Jace.
Oh, don't bother. I'll stick with the eardrums I've got, thanks.
Hey, that muffler of yours, have you got it fixed yet? I said 24 hours, remember?
Yep, all done. And the oil filter. Want to check it? It's out the back.
I'll have a look later.
Ah, full house for a change. Cooper, get over to Dawson Electronics, pick up a list of what was taken last night. Is PJ in?
Boss.
Yes, boss.
Good.
Okay, we're on our way. Some kids found a briefcase at the creek. Could be happy jacks.
I like it.
Kevin will have to be barking mad. Nicked in the morning, released on bail, then out of again the same night.
Wouldn't surprise me. Well, you know what he's like. Can't resist anything that isn't nailed down. Anyway, young Jason's definite that it was him. Won't hurt to have a look. See if the old dunny's been restocked with VCRs and CD players.
Boss, even Kevin's not that stupid.
You never know your luck.
He's an idiot, but he's not that stupid. I told you there was nothing there.
Righto. Where's Kevin? Where is he, Betty?
Betty, where is he?
That's what I'd like to know.
What do you mean?
Nothing to do with you. Will you stop hassling me? I came in voluntarily, didn't I?
Probably to stop me taking a closer look around the house.
That's slander. I'm getting my lawyers onto this.
Okay.
Later.
Right. So, where is he?
Sound like a parrot. Did you know that?
Betty, this is serious. He's on bail. He's not supposed to leave town. Now, I could have him for that.
Look, how many more times? I don't bloody well know. You searched the house without a warrant again either. Where do you think he is? Up the chimney?
No, that's a thought.
Look, you found nothing, even in the dunny. For God's sake, you've already nicked him once. What do you want, blood? Anyway, he's not into electricals. They're too much trouble.
Sorry, PJ. Maggie. There's a bit of a punch-up over in Gibson's Lane, pub end. You and Adam get over there. G'day, Betty. Treating you all right, are we?
No, you're not. Can't even have a smoke. It's like a bloody jail, this joint.
Get off! Leave me alone, you nerd!
Don't move! Face down!
Bastard! Get off me!
I said don't move!
Jason, what is going on here?
I've got him.
Yeah, I can see that. Now give me the gun.
Not bad, eh?
Kevin, get up.
I want this mongrel arrested!
Oh, me! You're the one who's nicked, mate!
GBH, assault with a
All
deadly
right.
weapon. Look, I want the book thrown at him!
All right!
We'll sort this out down the station. Move it!
Can I have my gun back?
No, you can't now. Move!
G'day, Constable.
How you doing? What's this? Back to the basics.
Yeah, at least I've still got a job. I don't know, with the vibes around here, I'd be happy to leave.
What vibes?
Jack's wife, Wilma, the Wicked Witch of the West, never did like me.
Oh?
She thinks I'm trying to steal her man. Funnily enough, it'd be harder than she thinks.
That's it. No sign of any money, I suppose.
No.
You checked it for fingerprints?
Well, we'll leave that to the fingerprinting boys tonight, but you'll all have to come down the station. We'll need your prints for elimination purposes.
Fair enough. So, where are we?
Nowhere, mate. Well, the money's untraceable. There's no witnesses. We checked the area, but nobody saw anything unusual. And that young girl's story sounds pretty far-fetched. We'll just have to take her word for what happened.
And that's good enough for me. Debbie, Miss Perkins is a great asset to my company. Almost one of the family. If she says she doesn't know where the money is, I believe her.
Whatever you reckon. We'll see what the briefcase turns out. See you later on.
Righto.
I guess by that time we'd run out of things to say.
Yeah, probably.
How'd you go?
That's all done. Did you inform Miss Perkins about the elimination prints?
Yes, he did.
Debbie, yes, I did.
Right. Right, well, we'll see you down the station later on then. Debbie. Good-looking suspect?
Really, mate? I hadn't noticed.
On my way to the pub, that's all. And this galah jumps me and drags me into this laneway.
You're a wanted criminal.
And you're an arsehole.
All right, you two, that's enough.
He can't do that. He's not a cop.
Yeah, well, citizen's arrest.
I said shut up.
And what's all this wanted criminal about?
Kevin! Ah, Detective Hasham, your customer, I think.
Thanks a lot, boss.
What's she doing here? This is a frame-up, isn't it? What have you been saying, you silly bitch?
Don't you talk to me like that, you piss artist. Where have you been? As if I didn't know.
Oh, Jesus.
Time for another chat, Kev. Come on.
Oh, anything, if you can get rid of her.
Don't you believe it? You can't get rid of me that easy.
Doyle, would you drive Mrs. Oakley home, please?
No, thank you. I'll walk to my lawyers. You can't bribe me with your favours.
You can bribe me, though. Anytime.
Jason, my office. One or two things we need to sort out.
Hey, whatever you say, boss.
Look, you big sook, all I said was I made a professional observation about the possible effect the suspect might have on the investigating officer, that's all.
Yeah, and all I'm saying is that, as usual, you got things arse about.
What do you think you're playing at, son?
Sorry?
Waving that gun around, bailing people up.
But you were looking for him.
Not with a bullet in his head. It is not your job to arrest suspects. You contact us. You are not a cop.
Well, I thought I was helping out.
Well, think again. Kevin Oakley would be quite justified bringing a charge of assault against you. How would that look?
Oh, to the old man, you mean? He'd say it was par for the course. Never do anything right as far as he's concerned.
Listen, Jason, I think you've got your father pegged wrong.
He won't let up. He's been at me ever since I missed the academy. And they're never going to take me. I've got all the qualifications, but they keep turning me down. Some psychology test. I reckon it's just a blind.
For what?
Oh, think about it. All the toes Big Bob must have trod on down the ears. And then along comes his son. Right, they say, payback time. We'll show him he can't come waltzing in here on his father's reputation.
You honestly believe that?
What other reason could there be?
It's not me who should be getting a third degree. It's crazy Campbell. I could be lying on a slab now. Just wait till my lawyer hears about this.
You as well.
Eh?
I think you and Betty have been watching too much telly, mate. And I hope it was on your own set.
What does that mean? What's going on here?
Some other TV addict knocked off half of Dawson's electronics last night.
Oh, no, you don't. I was nowhere near the place.
Jason said you were. In fact, he saw you.
Then he's lying.
Why would he lie?
Ask him.
No, I'm asking you.
It's obvious, isn't it? He wants to suck up to your blokes. We'll show them what a big man he is. Well, it worked the last time, so he tries it on again.
All right, so where were you? You weren't at home, not according to Betty.
Oh, don't listen to her. Well, she doesn't know her backside from her elbow.
So you're telling me that you were at home and she just didn't notice?
You're a man of the world, Mr. Hessian.
Not yours, Kev. What's the story? And get on with it.
I was visiting a friend. You know, in Melbourne.
Right. And does this friend have a name?
Yeah, she does. Josephine.
Josephine? No, as in, not to know.
I wouldn't know about that. I've never had any refusals. Anyhow, you ask her. She'll tell you where I was. You've got the wrong man, Mr. Hessian.
We've come for our dabs.
Good on you. Constable Patterson, can you deal with Miss Perkins, please?
Sure. Debbie, would you like to come through? Just over here, thanks.
Didn't bring the wife happy?
No, no need.
Could you check these
She'd
details?
have no
for me?
reason to touch the briefcase. It's all just Debbie and myself.
Yeah, whatever you reckon. Through here, thanks, mate.
This ain't fair.
Life never is, Kev.
I told you where I was.
Gotta check it out first, matey.
You can't do this. What's the charge?
Well, how about skipping bail for starters?
Oh, someone tell Betty, for Pete's sake, or she'll be getting the wrong idea again.
I think the right idea, don't you, Mamie?
Oh, you know what I mean.
Thanks, Kevin.
Let's go.
So, what do you think?
Better check out his friend at Melbourne first. Oh, there's nothing at his place, though.
Or maybe he stashed it somewhere else.
True.
I'd make sure the Melbourne connection hasn't been primed, if you'll pardon the expression.
And there he was, skulking down this alley. So I was on it like a shot. Straight up behind him, tap on the shoulder. Should have seen his face. It's the element of surprise. Gets him every time. Right, mate?
Yeah, well, you should have contacted us, Jace. Croydon went off his nut.
Yeah, well, of course he would. Campbell beat him to the draw. It's professional jealousy. How's the muffler?
It's good.
Yeah, same again?
Oh, can I have an orange juice this time?
No, you can't. This is a celebration. Oh, Florence Nightingale?
Nothing for me, thanks. I'm on duty.
Yeah, so am I. What's the big deal? Seat yourself. How's it going, guys?
Cowboy.
Evening, Mr. Croydon.
Know what? I think he might make it after all.
What do you mean?
The academy.
Has he applied again?
Oh, you bet. Third time lucky, eh? But I tell you what, if he doesn't make it this time, that's it. I'm not going to have those bludgers down in Melbourne laughing up their sleeves because Bob Campbell's son can't hack it. But did a good job today, didn't he? Nice bit of police work.
Oh, it's a matter of opinion, Bob.
What?
That's what I wanted to talk to you about. You've got to get him on a tighter rein.
What are you getting at, Tom?
Look, he was way out of line today. He can't go around sticking his gun in people's backs like some sort of vigilante.
That's not what happened.
Isn't it?
Christ, Tom. The first time the boy shows a bit of initiative and you bucket him. Some mate you are, huh?
It's because I am your mate that I'm telling you this. You've got to get him under control.
Thanks, Mags. You're a star. Yeah, you too, mate. Guru, see you later. Cooper.
Yeah.
You're mate Jason.
I suppose you could call him a mate.
Right. Well, you drink together, don't you?
Well, yeah.
Yeah. And you were with him the night that Dawson's got gone?
Yeah, down the pub.
Well, didn't I see you leave with him? Him and his girlfriend?
Mandy? Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah, we went around to her place to listen to some music.
Yeah? Oh, how long for?
I don't know, until Jason went off on his rounds.
And what about your girlfriend, Becky?
No, she's on nights. Why?
Just checking.
Where's mine?
Only for the early birds. Sorry, boss.
Oh, these two certainly don't qualify.
We've been up since Sparrows.
Fingerprint results on the briefcase, Abackney.
There we go.
Big fat zero.
Oh, sounds like PJ on a Saturday night. Never mind, it was a bit of a long shot. I think I've been out overnight.
Goes back to the fancy footwork.
Nah, boss, we checked that area thoroughly yesterday. Not a dicky bird.
Then you'll have to talk to them again.
I've got to do the rosters.
No, I'll go do it.
Thanks, Senior.
No worries.
Hey, boss. Kev's alibi checks out. He definitely spent the night with a Josephine O'Grady of Footscray.
So he said.
No. Miss O'Grady owes Footscray CI a few favours.
So where does that leave us?
Another chat with young Jason. I reckon he's seeing things that aren't there.
Oh, he's lying.
That's what he said about you, Jason.
Oh, and you believe him?
I don't know. Convince me.
Definitely saw him.
Outside Dawson's.
Yeah.
So, why did you tell Sergeant Croydon that you saw him outside the shopping centre?
I did. I saw him earlier by the shopping centre and then later outside Dawson's on my first round.
What was he doing, Jason?
What do you mean?
Oh, was he doing anything suspicious?
No, he was just there as I drove past.
And you didn't think that was suspicious at the time?
Yeah, of course I did. That's why I told you.
You didn't do anything about it, Jason, did you?
No. Hey, what is this? What's going on?
I'm just getting a clear picture, that's all.
Hey, I told you what happened.
Well, it was 2 in the morning. Been to the pub. Listened to a few tapes of your girlfriends. You must have been pretty tired. Jason, are you absolutely sure that it was Kevin?
Well, it looked like him. Maybe it wasn't. Maybe it was some other guy.
Maybe it was some other night, mate.
Oh, what are you trying to say?
You tell me.
Shirt, socks, jocks. Don't know why you couldn't come and fetch him. You're the one who's got him locked up.
Not by choice. As far as I'm concerned, you can have him back any time you like.
No way. At least while he's in there, I know what he's up to.
Here we go. Doyle's bag wash service. Everything whiter than white.
Hilarious. Your turn. I've had it up to here with him.
Forget it. Cooper. Laundry detail. Chop, chop.
Why me?
You're new here, aren't you?
Yeah.
That's why. Oh, what's happened to your little matey? He's lost a bit of his bounce, has he?
Well?
Oh, something's going on. It's all over the place.
My money's still on Kevin.
Even when we know he wasn't there?
All we've got for that is the word of some Footscray floozy.
Jason was a mess, boss. I'm telling you now.
That doesn't mean he was lying.
Old coppers stick together, eh?
Yeah. Just don't see why it should apply to the whole family. Well, I'm pleased to say that Miss O'Grady came good, Kev.
Always does. You haven't told Betty, have you?
You mean she doesn't know?
Not the details. If she did, she'd really go spare. Josie's her cousin.
Cousin? Charming. Family affair.
So, can I...
No, there's still the matter of the bail jumping, mate.
Oh, give me a break, Mr. Hasham. I did come back.
That's true. But I need some answers.
Like what?
Like, why would Jason want to finger you in particular?
Well, why not? Worked the first time. I'm always a local villain, aren't I? Always something you can hang on old Kev. Especially if you want to show what a big man you are.
It just seems to me that there's more to it, mate.
Yeah. Well, maybe there is.
I'm listening.
Oh, no. I'm too long in the tooth for that, Mr. Hasham.
Well, a little cooperation and do your case the world of good.
No, I'm no dog. All I'll say is that you don't hire drunks to run the brewery. Catch my drift?
Cooper. Just how How good a friend is this Jason Campbell of yours?
We just hang out together sometimes, that's all.
Well, let me give you a little bit of advice, matey. Some friends can be real liabilities. You with me?
Yeah.
Good. Anybody wants me, I'm over at Campbell's.
CI still hasn't knocked first then.
No, I did.
Couldn't have been very loud. 2 visits in one day. Must be important. What can I do for you?
Logbooks.
What?
You keep logbooks, don't you? Details of premises visited, times.
Of course we do. What's this all about?
I'd like to see them. Especially the one from the Dawson break-in.
Why?
It's my business.
I don't like your attitude, Detective.
Just get the logbooks, please. Thank you.
What's going on?
Outside.
I already told him everything.
Outside.
Now, you tell me what's going on.
Nothing.
What have you been up to, Jason?
I just told you, nothing.
And Tom's ham and pickle. Thanks a lot. Your lunch bought you today, then.
What do you mean today? Thanks, Chris.
See ya.
Adam. What's going on, mate?
Sorry, Jace, I've got to go.
No, this is important.
So is this. The boss is waiting for his ham sandwich.
Come on, mate, what's going on?
What do you mean?
All this heving from Hashem about this break-in. I mean, he's got Oakley, hasn't he? Who does he believe, him or me? I was right last time.
Look, Jace, I don't know anything about it. I've got to go, all right?
Oh, something is going on, isn't it?
I've told you, I don't know.
Oh, well, thanks a lot, mate.
Where's PJ?
He's not back yet, boss.
Well, when he is, tell him I want to see him in my office. And what happened to my mustard?
I thought you said pickles.
Mustard and pickles.
Okay.
What's this about you doing a Rambo impersonation at Bob Campbell's?
What are you talking about? I just requested sight of his logbooks.
Well, according to him, you stormed in there like a Panzer division. Insults and accusations left, right and centre.
I haven't accused anyone of anything so far, boss.
As good as? What's going on?
Just a little applied psychology.
Oh, is that what you call it? Why didn't you let me know first?
Well, that's pretty obvious, isn't it?
Haven't you lot got work to do?
Hey, boss. You know that beautician opposite the park? She reckons Happy's wife was there on the same day and her appointment finished an hour before the theft.
So what do you say? She stole it?
Well, I reckon she's got more to tell us than she's letting on.
Mount Thomas Police.
Good work. Stick with it.
Thank you very much. I'll pass that on. Bye. PJ?
Yeah?
DSG. Nothing to report on the Jason Campbell surveillance.
Ta. Yes, Constable.
You've put Jason under surveillance.
Yep, that's right.
I was part of the whole scam as well, wasn't I? That's why you warned me off. You figured Jason would try and find out from me what was going on, and if I avoided him, it'd jack him off even more.
You ought to join CI, son.
Well, you could have just asked, you know. I am part of the team.
Yep. Oh, very good, PJ. Small knock on the door makes all the difference. Politeness goes a long way in this business.
I did knock, boss.
Not according to Bob Campbell.
Okay. I came on a bit strong. But Jason was nervous. I'm sure he's up to something.
And he's sure it's that weasel Kevin Oakley.
A weasel is coming up smelling like roses. No, boss, Jason is our man. I'm telling you. And I wouldn't be surprised if Bob's involved. Wouldn't be the first security scam we've seen.
Some people obey the law because they're scared of being caught. Others because of some moral thing. But Bob Campbell is the sort of bloke that breaking the law just wouldn't occur to.
Unusual for a cop, wouldn't you say?
Oh, yes, very unusual. But he was a good cop. And in all the years I've known and worked with him, there has never been a hint, a whisper, a sniff of anything improper.
Look, boss, I know the guy's a mate of yours, so...
PJ, it's got nothing to do with him being a mate. I know the man, and it's just not in him.
All right, so what about Jason?
Oh, what about Kevin Oakley? What about the rest of Mount Thomas?
Is your wife about?
Yeah, she's inside. How'd those fingerprint plugs get on with the briefcase?
Oh, well, there's still some uncertainty, and that's why we need to speak to Mrs. Hargraves. Mrs. Hargraves, we need some prints off you.
Look, I've already told you there's no need. She doesn't have anything to do with the banking.
Just a formality. If they're clear, they'll be destroyed. But you see, our problem is that we believe you were in the park at the time of the theft. Why didn't you mention that to us?
It's a lie. I was here all the time, wasn't I, Jack?
We've got a positive identification.
That girl didn't see me.
Yes, we know she didn't. It was your beautician.
Beauticians can't really help, can they? I mean, the ravages of time and the worry. You wear yourself to the bone building up a business, looking after the kids. At the end of it, you're not worth a cracker.
Oh, love, that's not right.
How can you compete with some bobtail little strumpet who looks like a Barbie doll?
I had no idea.
No, of course not. You were too busy working out your next nookie.
Never.
I've seen you coming out of the motel.
Once. It was work. A motivation seminar.
Is that what you call it? You know what the clincher was? It was those tickets to Hawaii. I suppose that was business too.
That was going to be a surprise.
Well, it surprised me, all right. I went in to check on the bus tours to surface. I nearly died.
I should have told you. But you've always liked surprises. It was for us, you goose. Just a little thank you for all those years. The work, the support, being so good with the kids. Didn't you think of checking the names?
Oh, God, I just wanted her out of the way, that's all.
Now, when she saw Debbie just sitting there in the park, head in hand, she sidled up, grabbed the briefcase and walked away.
Yeah, it all happened on the spur of the moment. She figured if she could discredit the girl, she'd get her husband back.
Oh, it's pretty sad, really. What does she get?
You old romantic Doyle, you. It'll probably be Bond, won't it?
Yeah.
It's all right, though, Maggie. Happy's still crazy about her.
Oh, that's wonderful. Perhaps now we can all get some work done.
You better watch it, Adam. If the boss sees a vacuum, he might find some use for it.
Yeah, well, I'm getting used to that, being used.
Someone getting to you.
Who do you reckon?
Quick word. Listen, PJ, I know this is probably none of my business.
But you're going to hit me around the head with it anyway.
Yes. It's Adam Cooper. Look, I know he's a bit wet behind the ears, but he deserves better than being manipulated like this.
So what are we talking about here, Mags? Are we talking about the Jason Campbell business? Well, I gave him some good advice and he acted on it, that's all.
So why didn't you tell him what was going on?
You didn't need to know, Maggie. Now, him being wet behind the ears helped a lot.
Well, it didn't help him much, did it?
Listen, I am sick of this. My job here is to catch crims. Got it?
So is his.
Not babysit. Yes. Thank you. Surveillance. Jason's on the move.
Let's go.
No, I'll take Cooper. On your feet, son. You set him up. Might as well be there for the kill.
Help me instead of standing there wetting yourself. Come on. Useless bitch!
Hello.
It's got nothing to do with me. He made me.
So where's the rest of the stuff, apart from this lot?
In the roof. My folks will kill me when they find out.
What, this is their place? Diversifying, are you, Jason? Going into the removalist business now.
Nice work, mate.
We're not mates, Campbell.
Oh, let's go.
Right, that's everything as far as I'm concerned. Anything you want to say?
Not really. Had you all fooled there for a bit, though, didn't I? Buzzing around like flies in a bottle. Cops aren't so smart. Guess I proved that.
You proved nothing, you moron. The only thing you proved is just how stupid you are. No wonder they didn't take you in the academy.
Shut up about the academy! I never wanted it anyway. It's just you pushing all the time. On my back. Big Bob's son. So you can boast to all your mates about keeping you in the family.
Right, let's go.
Yeah, what do your mates say now, eh? They're really going to love this, aren't they? Really love it. And I hope they do. I hope they rub your nose in it. Dad!
Do you think he's right, Tom? Is this all my fault?
I can't answer that, mate. It's not my job to make judgments about things like that.
No, of course it isn't. You're just a cop, aren't you?
Heard about Jason?
Yeah, I imagine the whole town has by now.
Must be rough on Bob.
It's families for you. You never know how they're going to screw you up.
Good morning.
Morning. I must have missed it.
Miss what?
The earthquake. Where is everybody?
Oh, come on, Bosh, you've still got me. Now, did you have a good weekend?
No, not a single bite. Where's Wayne?
On the road.
Nick and PJ?
Travelling.
Cooper?
Oh, he just rang in. Car problems.
Well, can't he walk?
Not from Melbourne, boss. He's been visiting his parents.
It's no excuse.
Shop! You're all on your own.
What can I do for you, Jason?
That's what I can do for you, Darl. I've got some important info. Maybe I better talk to one of the guys.
Oh, come on, I'm one of the guys. You can talk to me.
The real guys. This is hot stuff. Is the man in?
He's busy.
And I'll wait and enjoy the view.
Boss?
Kevin Oakley.
Dead set. Check out his backyard. Especially that old dunny down by the back fence.
Jason, how do you know all of this?
I got connections.
Who?
Sorry, can't reveal my sources.
Oh, Jason, we're not talking state secrets here. We're talking about a petty crim who may or may not have knocked off some spare parts from a garage.
Look, I just hear things, all right? You're doing the security game. I thought I was doing you guys a favour. We're all basically in the same business, aren't we?
There are a few differences. Does your dad know about this?
No, I handle all the street work. He stays home and looks after the books. Bit like you.
Something amusing you, Constable?
No, boss, no.
All right, Jason, leave it with us. We'll check it out.
Good. Oh, Mr. Croydon. If you could just, keep my name under wraps. I don't want to blow my cover.
We'll see what we can do.
Good. Well, love you leave you then, baby. Tell Anne I'll see him tonight at the pub.
Jason?
Yeah?
This isn't Dodge City, not yet anyway. Secure that revolver, will you?
Yeah. Sure thing, Mr. Croydon.
It's not the most secure in the world, is it?
Yeah, it must have worked itself loose. Yeah, look, I've got to be in Melbourne by 10 o'clock.
You'd be lucky to get 5K with that lot. You know, we're all responsible for road safety, don't you?
What's that you were saying, Chief?
Ah, PJ!
Yep.
Just on hand. Got a little heart starter for you.
Oh, yeah?
Kevin Oakley. Just had a tip-off. Possession of stolen property.
So what's new? When isn't he?
Just do me a favour and check it out, will you?
Boss, where did this info come from?
Jason Campbell.
You're kidding me. Wyatt Earp.
I think it's worth looking into.
Righto. Come on, Maggie.
You've got no right. That's private. How did they get there?
Thanks, mate.
G'day, Kev. How's it going?
G'day, Mr. Hesham. How are you? Can I buy you one?
Nah, it's a bit early in the day for me, Kev. Kev, we need to have a chat.